Hello, this is my BUS153 assignment for the 5 stages that we were discussing. The industry that I chose would be the automotive industry. I kind of focused on like higher end cars, like luxury cars, exotic stuff like that. But this pretty much would apply to any auto industry, any dealership or anything like that. That is higher than like your mom or pop dealerships, like anything that's like a proper dealership. The first stage is how are we going to determine how to hire the correct person in the stack of resumes that we're looking at. And basically, depending on the position, whether it be for sales or service or the parts department or whatever, I want to see experience. I want to know that you have knowledge in both the job that you're going to be doing as well as the automotive industry in general. If you've been doing 10 years of sales, but you've never sold a car before, I'm going to feel uncomfortable that you know how to sell a car, because a bed or a washing machine or working at Best Buy, that's great that you have good people skills and you know how to sell a product, but a car is different than a washing machine. So I need you to have intelligence on the exact product that we're selling. If you've got the automotive background but you've not really sold before, then I might be a little cautious as like, oh, I need to see sales experience. So that'd be kind of how I would determine that. Once I narrowed down the results of the candidates to people who are experienced, then I might start looking at like, what's your education, or what are the different things that might interest me. Next would be training. This is again kind of based on the department. I'll use service for this one because this one kind of fits better. Service is going to be a combination of on-the-job training and classroom training, but not classroom training like we're just going to stick you in an orientation, be like, do this, do this, do this kind of a thing. A lot of the manufacturers have manufacturer-specific training on products that they sell. So like, let's say I have a high-end dealer and I've got 4 different manufacturers under one roof. I've got Ferrari, Lamborghini, Audi, and McLaren. 3 different countries, 4 different manufacturers. Cars are very different. Each manufacturer has a certification program that dealers who are certified to work on those cars have to go through, and then the technicians have to go through that training. So again, if they're qualified and they have shown that they've worked on expensive cars in the past, then I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable putting them through this just training course to get them on the specifics of what cars need what and how to do certain work and stuff like that. So it's not like, oh, we're just going to put you in a classroom and teach you how to do a thing, but it is class time. But class time isn't just sit behind a teacher and listen to them talk. A lot of it has to do with like hands-on training, stuff like that. And it's also not just, I'm going to put you on an assembly line kind of a thing too. So it's kind of a hybrid between the two, but it is truly the best way to learn in that sense. If it's a office job or something like that, it's one of the more logistical sides of the dealership, then it's going to be based on your experience. I'm going to have you shadow somebody and kind of learn the specific culture and the specific day-to-day how we do things. But other than that, you really should kind of know what you're doing anyway. So yeah, the next one would be placement. This one kind of goes back to the hiring the right person. From what I interpret who you are as a person from your interview and stuff like that, not from the questions I ask or stuff like that you could like fake and be able to say what I want to hear. I'm going to read your personality. As an HR person, it's my job to pay attention to the people around me. That's like one of the things that an HR person does. So I should have some ability to kind of read between the lines and learn how you are as a personality. So I'm going to try and find people and place people in an environment that they are going to prosper with, as well as I'm going to make sure that I put you in a position that I feel like you're qualified for. That one's going to be kind of difficult because, again, it's very subjective. There's not a specific, sort of I'm looking for, like a specific criteria that I can mark positive or negative on. It's kind of, you just have to feel it out. As far as motivation goes, I want to make sure I take care of my people. Obviously, pay is like the number one thing, but it's not the main thing. I want to pay well, but fair. Don't expect me to make you a millionaire off my payroll, but at the same time, I want to make sure I hold on to you. And that kind of goes into number 5. I'll get to that. But I'm going to pay you competitively to the market and make sure that you're taken care of. I'm also going to have a full benefits range, and I'm going to make sure that you have everything that you're going to need to take care of yourself and your family. You're working on high-end cars. I expect you to be able to not necessarily afford what you're working on, but you're not going to be driving an old busted jalopy to work kind of a thing. Like, you're going to be taken care of, as well as, like I said, full benefits package. We'll have incentives and stuff like that, like, if you need, like, let's say your wife gets pregnant, we'll probably give you like a partial salary or something if you need to take off work or something like that. Stuff like that. So, and then that finally goes to number 5, retention. This is where the benefits package and everything is going to bring you in, but the benefits that you get beyond the black and white, here's your paycheck, here's your benefits package, stuff like that. I really enjoy doing things where, like in my example, where I actually work, once a month we do a big luncheon where we cater food and we celebrate everybody's birthday, and you get to spin a little thing and win prizes and stuff like that, and it just helps build morale. There's a lot of little, like, mini competitions in between the different service advisors to try and make more money, and we have these spiffs for the technicians that if they sell so many wiper blades or so many tires or something like that, like the upsells and stuff like that. So we're going to offer stuff like that. We're also going to offer, like, we get free tickets to the races, and because we're part of Hendrick, so kind of benefit. Stuff like that, like depending on where the business is. Let's say it's located in Tampa, Florida. We'll get tickets to the Buccaneers games, or we'll get tickets to a hockey game or something like that. Like, stuff that's not necessarily a physical benefit that is going to reflect on a paycheck or something like that, but stuff that makes the employee know that the employer cares about them and that enjoys, in exchange for the time that they are spending at the dealership working, they're willing to help pay for you to go have a night out or have a nice dinner, or bonuses and incentives at the end of the year around Christmas time and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I want to try and do right around. I don't exactly know how to, because it's not really benefits, it's more like incentives, I guess you could say. But that's basically what I do. Is you would come on board because we have a very competitive pay and a very competitive benefits package, but you would stay on board because you actually genuinely enjoy the time, or what you get in exchange for your time. The job itself might drive you a little bit crazy because it's going to be very high maintenance, blah blah blah, but you know that in exchange for your time, you're gonna get taken care of. So but yeah, that's all I've got. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited to hear what y'all come up with. Appreciate it. Have a great day.